No Wings to Fly by Jess Foley. Read by Patricia Gillmore.
CD 1.
Well, you certainly don't think the matter's going to end here, do you? Because I can assure you it's not.
Lily could hear her stepmother's words through the open casement, hissing sharp and staccato on the summer air, but she could not see her from her seat on the lowest bough of the apple tree. Lily had taken a bite from the ripe pear in her hand, and the juice had run down her wrist. Now, though, for the moment the pear was forgotten, as she concentrated on trying to hear the exchange coming from the room. She could not go closer in order to hear better and get a better view. She dared not give her presence away and anger her stepmother still further. She could, however, see her brother's form through the glass, albeit dim and shadowed in the shade-darkened room. She could not make out his expression, or indeed any feature of his face. All she could hear was the murmur of his voice when he spoke, mumbled and indistinct. Her stepmother's words, however, were clearly audible.
"Your father's going to learn about this the minute he gets in," she said. "Make no mistake about that. Because if you think we've got money to burn to waste on new clothes for you when you can't look after what you have, then you've got another think coming. Look at your jacket torn."
Another murmur from Tom, though once again not loud or distinct enough for Lily to catch the words. She had seen him just a few minutes earlier sneaking into the house, trying to get by without their stepmother seeing him. He had not been sharp enough, though, and had been caught and brought up halfway across the kitchen.
"And what about your cap?"
Mrs. Clair's voice again. Tom's faint voice came, mumbling, brief, and then the woman's.
"Is it indeed? Well, you won't get it back now. It's gone for good, you can bet on that. What are you looking for? To get dismissed from school? Go back next month without a jacket, without a cap, and they'll send you packing. It'll be the ragged school for you. That old Mr. Neville, that miserable so-and-so, isn't likely to give you your cap back. What were you doing in his yard anyway?"
Another mumble from Tom, followed by Mrs. Clair's harsh tone.
"Well, then, you'll have lost the ball too, and serves you right. And what were you doing playing and wasting time when you were told to come straight home from the farm?"
Lily shifted slightly on the apple bough, straining to hear, but she still could not catch Tom's murmured reply. When Mrs. Clair's voice came again, it sounded closer to the window. "Yes," she said, her voice ringing out, obviously directed at Lily.
"And if you out there have had your ears full, perhaps you'd like to get something done. I know you're there."
She appeared at the casement then, overlooking the rear yard with its strip of lawn and the apple tree rising up out of it. Quickly, Lily scrambled down from her perch.
"And don't run away just because you've been caught."
At the words, Lily came to a halt beside the tree, looking at her stepmother. Going solely by the strength of Mrs. Clair's voice, one might have expected a large person, but she was below average height and lean to the point of thinness. She looked a little harassed today, but that was nothing new. Her light brown hair, thinning a little, was coming adrift from the pins. At 35, the prettiness that had once been hers was fading.
"Sitting out there with your ears flapping," she said. "Just because you've finished at the Mellors doesn't mean you've done for the day. Your father'll be in soon, and there's water to be drawn and vegetables to bring in, so I suggest you get busy, or you'll find yourself in trouble too. I've enough to do with your brother."
"Yes, Mother." At once Lily turned and started across the yard to the well.
"And what are you eating?"
Lily turned back to face her.
"A pear." "Where'd you get it?"
"Mrs. Mellor gave it to me."
"Oh, I suppose she thinks I don't feed you enough, is that it? Well, throw it away.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?